You're welcome back to this channel. In this video, I'm going to be making a baby frock for a year old. So let's get into it. So I have my piece of fabric. I have my pieces of fabric. I have two pieces for the patterned one. Then I have same for the plain one. So the width of my first fabric, the width of my join this to this for the two. So I'm going to go ahead and join. So this is what I have after joining the lower part. This is what I have. So what am I going to do next? So I'm going to go ahead and fold into two. Folded into two. So there are two ways. It's either you cut out another fabric that is 3 inches long so that you used to turn it in. But I want to fold in mine. I want the same piece of fabric. I'm going to fold in. So I'm going to be folding in by 3 inches or 2.5. So I'm folding in 3 inches. So you can notch where you have 3 inches here. So that's why I have my 3 inches. So you will cut out this pink, this color for the shoulder. Because that's what you are going to be using to join it together. So I have a piece of fabric of length 2.5 inches by 30 inches. I'm going to divide into two. So I'm having four. I'm having one by this side, one at this side, then front and back. That is four in total. So each one is 15 inches long by 2.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and sew. I'm going to sew here round so that I'll turn it out. Then also I'm going to fold this in by 3 inches. So let's get it. So I'm going to go ahead and mark. I folded in 3 inches here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 1 inch from here because I'm going to be inserting an elastic. So I'm going to run a stitch of 1 inch from the last stitch I have here. So I'm going to run a stitch here for both sides. Then I'm going to insert my elastic. So let's go. So this is what I have after doing that. So I'm going to be inserting an elastic of length 7 inches per side. For the front side, you see I've already marked where I have 7 inches. So I'm going to insert for the front and for the back. Then before that, I'm supposed to be I'm going to attach this to the dress. So to get the point, you fold this into two, fold into two, then fold again. That means you're folding into four. So you mark where you have the middle of this, like you're folding into two. One, two, then again, then the middle here, you notch here. This is the middle here. So I'm going to be doing that for the two sides. So after that, I'm going to insert my elastic. And insert it inside here, the lower part. See, I'm doing that already. You can use a bigger elastic depending on what you want, but I'm using a small elastic band. So this is what it looks like. So I'm going to remove this and secure this place. So I'm going to do that for the two sides. Then you readjust to where you have the first notch, the first elastic. So this is what it looks like. This is what I have after doing that. This is so the next thing to do is to join by the side. So I'm going to place this on this and join the side. So I'm going to flip this and join by the side. Then after joining by the side, I'm going to end the lower part round. So this is what I have after finishing it, after hemming the lower part. So we have our dress. So thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. Please, if you like this video, please kindly share with someone who loves sewing just as you. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye.